No. Oh. Wait, I just check whether it's going properly live or not.
Yeah. Take your time, Guruji.
It's okay. We can start.
It's working?
Uh, I have given you the Mangala Charan.
Yes.
Hope you have noted down.
Yes. I noted it.
So let's start with the Mangala Charan.
Yeah.
Let's chant through. Harihi Harihi Shuklam Brahma Vichar Sar Paramam Adyam Jagat Vyapini Veena Pustak Dharani Bhayadam Jagya Andhkarapam Haste Sfatik Malikam Vidadatim Padmasane Sansthitam Vande Tam Parameshwarim Bhagavatim Buddhim Pradam Sharadam Yena Akshara Samamnaya
Adhikamya Maheshwarat
Krishnam Vyakranam Proktam Tashmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakaruncha Pranato Asmi Munitrayam Natva Saraswatim Devim Shuddhyam Gunyam Karomyaham Paniniye Praveshayo Lagu Siddhanta Kamunim A I Ril Rik E Om I Ouch Hayavarat Lan Yam Gananam Jhamayam Ghada Dash Jabagada Dash Khapa Chatata Chatata Kapaya Shasasar Hal Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani. Okay, let's start it. Actually, this is from before, erasing this one. I just give you the small introduction about this. Actually, this comes in Kathopanishad, first in chapter 1, 3, 12. So, what actually, why did I mention it here? Actually, somebody asked me yesterday or day before yesterday. She asked me that Guruji, why should I study Vyakarana? Why should I study Vyakarana? I said, if you really want to know what exactly how these words, a lot of Sanskrit words are there, and you want to understand that what is the way to construct or how did it become like that?
Uh-huh.
So that's the way, one thing. So she said, what else? I said, it will sharp your intellectual. It will sharp your intellect. So again she asked that, what is the proof that it will sharp our intellect? I said, yeah, proof is there. So she asked, where is, in which Shastra it came? So I just pointed out this mantra from Kathopanishad. And here it is clearly mentioned. No, she asked actually that why the sharpness of intellect is required. I said this sharpness of intellect is required because when we will be having a deep thinking about the Vedanta's philosophy, and this deep thinking is need a sharp intellectual power. If you're intellectual, if you are not as sharp, your intellect is not as sharp as it is required to have a deep thought process for Vedanta, then it could become a problem, or you won't get it exact what Shankar Bhashya is saying and
yeah.
what exactly the Vedanta philosophy is saying.
You'll be slower.
She said, where it is written that our intellect should be sharp. I said, yeah, it's written in many verses, many scriptures. It is written over there, but I just give you one mantra so that you can just rely, or you can think that yeah, this is right. So that's what I mentioned. This Eshu sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atma na prakashate drishyate tvagagriya buddhaya sukshmadarshibihi. So here it is clearly mentioned that the person who doesn't have a deep understanding, or who doesn't have a sharp intellectual, can't see, or can't see means when we say that see the soul, it means that we want to get experience seeing, like these are the words actually. So who can see that Tvagriya Buddhaya Sukshmaya Sukshmadarshibi, who has a very sharp intellect.
So who is those person? Are their names?
No, name is not there. You could be that person.
But you said Drishtaya.
You could be that person.
So
This mantra is saying that whoever will be having that level of intellectual, that is called Sukshmadarshibi. Sukshmadarshibi is a third case plural. Third case plural means many person could be there. It's not like you can also be like that.
Yeah.
He can also be like that. She can also be like that. But at least you should have a sharp intellect.
Your Viveka. Your Viveka.
No. Intellect and Viveka both are the different thing actually.
Okay.
Viveka is also a part of, if you have a sharp intellect and if you have a Viveka, these all are the parts. These all are the parts of the sadhana. But sharp intellect is also required. Okay, let's remove it. I just told you.
No, I can write it down now.
Oh, you want to write that? That's not a problem. You can write down.
What is it?
It is Esha.
Oh, that's a A.
Yeah, it's Esha. It's Sarveshu. It's Bhuteshu.
Esha,
Esha Sarveshu Bhuteshu Gudo Atma na Prakashate Drishyate Tvagagriya Buddhaya Sukshmya Sukshmadarshibihi.
Gado.
Gudo. It is Gudo.
Oh, there's a O.
Yeah, DH. In English you say na DH.
Good.
That word. Do.
Good hope.
Da. Actually, not da. Gudho Atma. I told you yesterday, na, this S kind of thing is called A. न प्रकाशते.
Atma.
गूढ़ो आत्मा न प्रकाशते. दृश्यते. त्वग्र अग्रया.
My handwriting is not good, Guruji.
Your handwriting is?
Not good, like yours.
Oh, my one is good.
Uh-huh. How you say that? After drishyate, the other word?
Tvagriya.
Twagra. I just wanted to know the
See, you
letter.
can write like this also. Let me tell you. Actually, if it is complicated, if it is, you can write it like this also. Tvagra, like this. Like this also it can be written.
No, I don't like that.
Oh, you want to write that in that manner only? You write it in this manner also. Somewhere in some it is mentioned like this. Actually, this
Gra.
Raf, it's the big one,
Yeah.
harsh one, and this Go, this is the Halant one.
Yeah.
You can mention it in this way also. Somewhere it is right, somewhere it is written as I have mentioned earlier. Somewhere it is written like this. So that's not a problem.
Budhaya. Budhaya.
Buddhaya.
Budhaya.
Buddhaya. Buddhaya.
Sukshra. Maya.
Sukshmaya.
Sukshmaya.
Ya.
Oh, it's a half sha,
Suksmadarshibhi.
huh? It's a half sha. Sha.
Sukshmadarshibhi. Sukshmadarshibhi.
Sukshmaya.
It is in Kathopanishad 1:3:12. You can mention if you just want to know that where it came from.
Suksh. Keto. What's it's in 3 verse 22, chapter 3.
Yeah, it's a first chapter, third Valli, and 12th mantra.
So
Third
when you
Valli.
get there,
First Khand,
after
third Valli.
Keto,
12 mantra. Kathopanishad. You, I just give the full name. Wait. You can write it like this. It is like this actually.
but read the numbers. You have 1, 2,
1, 3, 12.
1, 3,
1,
12.
3, 12.
Okay.
When Kathopanishad you will be studying now, then it will come. I just gave the
So it's chapter 1.
sanskara to you.
Chapter 1, verse 12.
No, 12 is the mantra actually.
Yes,
12 is the mantra.
12 mantra.
It's the 12th mantra.
Okay, now I got it.
So, let's come to the Vyakaran part.
Yeah.
So, what we have discussed yesterday and what homework I have given to you.
We have discussed the Maheshwarani Sutrani,
So,
the Lornat.
have you memorized?
I practice some.
Can you chant some? Not open book.
I own, relok, I own, I out.
Chant it again.
I own,
Okay.
relok,
Rilrik.
rilrik,
Hmm.
I own,
Hmm.
I ouch,
I ouch.
Hayavarat,
Good.
Lan,
Good.
Yamanga,
Yamagananam.
Yamagananam,
Good.
Jabanj,
Jabaya.
Jabaya, Garadash,
Ghadadash. Ghadadash.
Garadash,
Hmm.
Kapai,
No.
Chatatau,
Something you missed.
Chatatau,
After Ghadadash, you missed something. Jabagadadash.
Jabagadadash, Kapai,
No. After Jabagadadash, Khapacha.
Kapacha, Kapachao, Kapachao, I say.
See? Where you forgot? Khapachatata, chatatau.
Kapachatata, Chatatau,
Kapaya.
Kapachatata, Chatatau,
Kapayo.
Kapai,
Sha.
Shashasar,
Sir.
Hal,
Hmm.
Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani.
Fine. And what else we discussed yesterday? Other than these Maheshwar Sutras?
We discussed the mantra.
Which
those
mantra? Hmm?
that you gave me, no?
I think that should be shloka, not mantra.
The sloka. Yes, I should thank you.
No,
I
that's
should
not
say
a
the
problem.
right word.
That's not a problem.
It's important. No? You gave me the sloka.
So, have you memorized any shloka?
I don't know if I memorized it, but I did it a little bit.
You tried, huh?
I tried it. Yeah. But sometimes I can't read back my whole
That's not a
handwriting.
problem. You practice it, slowly you will learn. So here, yesterday we have discussed about the Mangala Charan.
These are the Mangalacharan.
These are the Mangala Charan, na? This Shuklam, Brahma Vichar, Vakyakaram, these all shlokas are there.
Ion and things like that.
No, Ion, yeah, till Ion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we are doing Mangala Charan every day.
Uh-huh.
That is Mangala Charan. We are doing in first 5 minutes or something, 2 minutes we are doing. So we have a little introduction about the Mangala Charan, that what does it mean by Natva. Can you tell me?
Mean by what?
Natva Saraswatim Devim. So what does it mean by Natva?
Oh, I don't know.
No, you don't know. Salvation. Salvation.
Salvation?
No. Not salvation. Salutation.
Salutation.
Salutation. Right.
Yeah.
Salutation.
Salutation. Yeah, salutation to Saraswati Ma.
Oh, yeah. Salutation to Saraswati Ma. So here actually we are going to study
My
the Shastra.
salutation to
My salutation to Ma Saraswati or Goddess Saraswati. Okay. And what how she is purest Shuddham. She is pure, and how she is full of virtues. Okay. So karom mein ham, I do, and Paniniya Praveshaya, again, for I just want to get entry in all 4000 sutras, Ashtadhyayi. For that,
yeah.
I am studying this Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi.
Yeah.
This is the meaning.
1200.
And that also I told you, Yena Aksar Samamnae, Yena Aksar Samamnae,
Yeah.
Aksar Samamnae, these 14 Maitra Sutra. Vana Samamnae also we can say. So now let's go. We are going to study Vyakaran. So here, for Vyakaran, actually, this is a part of Veda. Okay, this is a part of Veda, or
Vyakaran is a part of Veda.
yeah, it's a part of Veda. So we have we can say Ang of Veda. That's what it is called, Vedang. Okay, in Sanskrit we say Vedang. There are 6 Vedang, 6 parts of.
Where are you looking? In
Huh?
this book here?
No, you don't need to look anywhere. You just listen. I'll write it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll write it. So you can't find it in kind of books, no? Because these are the reference things.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to see, yeah, you have this one now. Open this. Yeah, for your reference, you can find it here. Yeah, few things are here actually.
Which page?
Go to this introduction page. I show you.
Yeah.
Which one?
Actually, I didn't read this book.
No, that's not
I
a
did
problem.
those.
Yeah, we'll refer these also. So not a problem. So that at least, otherwise we have to write more. That's the problem, no? So here actually the slok is given, which is saying that there are 6 parts of Veda, and Vyakaran is one of them. So let me just, what you have this one, sloka. Shiksha Vyakaranam Chando Niruktam Jyotisham Tatha Kalpascheti Shadangani Vedasyahur Manishinaha. Can you see this one?
It's here.
Yeah, it's there only. Shiksha Vyakaranam Chando Niruktam Jyotisham Tatha Kalpascheti Shadangani Vedasyahur Manishinaha.
This one have Alaya Pakshaya
Where to get done?
Samadhadam.
I think you came to some next page. You see here. See this page.
There is more.
You directly skip to next page. Come back.
हाँ. Thank you. धन्यवाद.
So this Shiksha Vyakaranam Chando. Can you see this now?
Yes. Shiksham Vyakaranam Chando.
Yes.
Na
Vyakaranam
Niruktam
Niruktam Jyotisham Tatha
Jyotisham Tatha
Kalpascheti
Kalpascheti
Sadangani
Sharangani
Vedasyahur
Vedasyahur
Manishinaha.
Mahineshanaha.
So what exactly the meaning for this one? This Vyakaran is one of the 6 Vedang. So we should study the Vyakaran. For that actually they have given this one. And here actually 5 other parts are also available. If somebody have interest to study them also, he can study that also. That is Shiksha, Kalpa, different Shastras are there. Shiksha Shastra is totally different. Kalpa Shastras are totally different. Vyakaranam we are studying. Niruktam is totally different. Chanda Shastra is totally different. And Jyotish Shastra is totally different. So among these all parts actually, among them actually this Vyakaran is the most important. So it is said here that Pradhanam cha sast swaangesu Vyakaranam. Means this is the important one. This is the most important one. Pradhanam cha shadasvangesu Vyakaranam. Means within these 6, Vyakaran is main or a most important. Why? Why? You tell me.
Because all the books are written in Sanskrit. And if you don't know
even you can't get entry without knowing the Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Good answer. As per your understanding, that's the good answer. That anybody can give this simple answer. That
what's the main one?
Okay, let's see. Let's go to the other aspect. Okay, if I give you some translated book in Hindi, or let's say you know which language, English you know now, and some other language also you know from that
Only
country.
English.
Only English. Your mother tongue is English. Fine. In your country the English is there. So if I give you some books, all Shastras like Veda, even Max Muller did the same. Max Muller studied Sanskrita and he converted a lot of Veda Bhashya. He has written actually, Max Muller. So if I provide you the same all Shastras in English, so is it important now? You tell me. I just want to know your view.
If you gave me in English,
Okay, I give you everything in English. Like you are studying the Shastra. Your answer is because all the Shastras are written in Sanskrit. This is your answer. So let's discuss your answer. At least we should know why we are studying Sanskrit.
yes.
This is the first thing we should know.
Uh-huh.
So if I give you all the Shastras written in English, it's very much available, you know. All Upanishads are available, everything is available. Now because a lot of scholars have done a lot of work. So what is your view then?
If you gave me in English,
Okay.
it would be benefit to me. You want to know if it will be benefit to me?
No, benefit is something else. That's fine. Your answer is, I said, why Vyakaran is most important.
Because
I asked, you said,
Because
because
it's written in
all the
Sanskrit.
Shastras are written in Sanskrit only. That's what I want to study Vyakaran. Sanskrit and Vyakaran. Okay, this is your answer.
Uh-huh.
Now again a counter question comes. I'm saying, my question is, if I give you every Shastra in English, every Shastra, still need to study Sanskrit for
Yes.
you? Why? No.
Because the original is Sanskrit, and only Sanskrit can give you the perfect in-depth meaning of what the Shastra is saying, with the sweetness to interest you. The English you would read, but it may not give you the correct word for word great or deep understanding, because Sanskrit word is different. It has different value in meaning.
Okay, it has a deep meaning also. That's fine. And once you will, become an expert of Sanskrit, later you will come to know that something beyond these things.
Uh-huh.
But that you will feel later. So as of now, this is fine. Okay.
No, but tell me, what is it?
You will
Beyond.
feel like what is Sanskrit. Feel like means when the every alphabet is coming, where it's coming, and what's happening inside.
I already feel that.
Oh, you are already feeling that.
Huh.
Then it's
That's
okay.
why I like Sanskrit.
Then it's okay.
No, truly. When I hear Sanskrit, I feel like I don't know what it means, but there is a sweetness in it. When I hear the sound, it feels good. When you're
That's
in the
fine.
temple and they're echoing it,
So it's very important. That's the thing actually. So this shloka you can write down in your notebook.
this
Okay.
one Shiksha.
Yeah, you can write down. Like there are 6 things: Siksha, Vyakarana, Chanda, Nirukta. These all are the things. You can write down like this. The shloka. This is like Veda.
Uh-huh.
And here you can write what we say, that is Siksha. Here you say
Veda.
Shiksha Kalpa. Here you say Shiksha Kalpa Vyakaran. Here you say Niruptan Chanda. Here you say you don't copy me exactly.
No, I know.
If you are copying me exactly, your arrow will also come like this. So don't copy me exactly. I am doing it because this, where I am sitting and the position and the situation of my board or angle is something different. That's what I am taking this arrow like this. You can
Don't
directly
worry.
put this arrow.
Don't worry,
Okay.
Guruji.
So that is not a problem. Sometimes it happens actually. Student copy exactly all the things what teacher is doing. So
There is a saying that the boy cheat and he cheat his friend name too.
right.
I don't know if it's a real story or it's just a story.
Yeah,
but
the
we-
story. If it is a real story, then it is okay. If it is not real story, it means it is something to teach us. So these are the 6 part of Veda, and out of these, Vyakarana is important, very much important. Vyakarana is called Mukha.
Mukha?
Hmm.
What's mukha, Virgin?
Mukha. You know the meaning of Mukha?
Mukha is mouth.
Yeah, Vyakarana is mouth only now. Vyakarana is mouth only now. Without Vyakarana, what you will say? You understood why it is Mukha? Why it is
Yeah,
mouth?
because you got to speak it.
Yeah, Vyakarana is called Mukha. At least your Mukha should be there, na? So you should study Vyakarana. See, this one is written out there. You can write all these things to your book at least.
Which one is that?
This is available with your book also. I'm just
This book,
mentioning.
huh?
Yeah, I'm just mentioning so that you can write.
Pradhanam. Pradhanam.
Yeah, means the most. Most important thing we call, na? That for Pradhan.
And cha is and.
This is six parts, and this is Vyakana.
Yaka. I don't. Vyakara. How you
Vyakaranam.
write that, Ra? Vyakara. No. That last word in the first red line.
Is this red?
What color is it?
This marker is red?
Uh-huh.
Huh? You tell me.
Yeah.
This is red?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then what is this color? You tell me.
It's red too.
It's red too. Okay. There are 2 reds, huh? How many reds are there in this one?
So what's that word, Guruji? After
Vyakaranam, na? I have written Vyakaranam.
no.
Oh.
Vyakaran no. Pradhanam cha, the other word.
Shat. Swangesu. Swangesu. This Swangesu.
Shua. Shia.
This is like this now. Shat.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Like this. You see how I am writing here?
Uh-huh.
Swa.
Oh, it's a da.
Yeah.
Da.
Like this I am writing. See. You have to move your pen like this. You have to move like this. You have to move your pen like this. This is the thing actually. I have moved something more. This pen should go, marker should go like this. Okay.
Uh-huh. I got that.
So that's what this is. Vyakaran. Okay. व्याक्रियन्ते वैत्पाद्यन्ते साधु शब्दा अस्मिन् अनेन वा इति व्याकरणम.
Yeah.
Somebody told this. व्याक्रियन्ते वैत्पाद्यन्ते साधु शब्दा अस्मिन्. It is available in your book also. See. व्याक्रियन्ते वैत्पाद्यन्ते साधु शब्दा अस्मिन् अनेन वा इति व्याकरणम. That in which or which proper words are manifested derived is called Vyakaranam. Thus, the word Vyakaran indicates a type of Shastra. Vyakaran is also called Shata Shastra, which we have.
Vyakaranam is called
Pada
Shastra.
Shastra. No, Pada Shastra.
Parashastra.
Pada Shastra. Because in Vyakaran, you can't use a single word if it is not a pada. We will see how to construct a pada and what all are the things we have to do to make a word as a pada, because we have a concept in Sanskrit, apadam na prayunjito. What is there? Apadam na prayunjito.
Jito.
It means, let me simplify, like in Hindi you use Rama,
Uh-huh.
you can't use Rama in Sanskrit. You have to use Ramaha,
Yes. Yes.
because Sanskrit is what? Sanskrit means it is sanskarit. It is sanskarit. You have properly did what exactly we should do with the shabda. So that is called sanskar. Sanskar, have you ever heard this word sanskar?
Yes. Uh-huh.
What is that in your language? What is that in your
Understanding.
your understanding?
Samskara is something that you have done before and you keep remembering it. It's like make a print on you. You it's all habits.
Let's take
All
it.
habits.
Let's take this word, behold the dharma and the spirituality. Let's take this word as in this material word. You have seen some pot, the clay pot.
Uh-huh.
You have seen? I think
Uh-huh.
you have seen.
Yeah.
If you have not seen, I can show. It is available with me. What that people who make these pots actually, have you seen? What
Yeah, we make.
Oh, you make.
My family has the machine that they make the diya and the goblet and all those. hot things.
At that time, it's kind of it's not wholly prepared actually. Later, what they do?
They
They
burn
just put
it.
it in fire.
Fire.
Okay, and again something they do, something they do. So finally, it becomes
Like
this,
neat.
which we can use.
Uh-huh.
So finally, it comes in a form so that we can use. So it's finally ready. So now it's sanskarit. Earlier it was not sanskarit. Earlier it was not ready to do the things. Okay, like when we say that this person should be praised in the mandir or some temple or somewhere, he used to do some yajna karma or anything. So before doing the yajna karma, there are few things or few requirements or few eligibility criteria available.
Uh-huh.
If you are fulfilling that eligibility criteria, then only you can do puja.
Right.
Like this Brahman should have that thread upnayan, you
Yeah.
say. He should have a
Guji, I
choti,
want the
ponytail,
thread.
choti.
Yeah.
He should have.
My nana has.
After doing all this, if you have all this sanskara, then only you are eligible to do puja or a karma kanda. I'm talking about karma kanda puja. So that's what in Sanskrit also, if the word is not sanskarit, if the word is not in a form that is recommended by our Panini ji or Panini Muni ji, so you can't use that word. So you have to make it pada. Later will come how we will make the pada. I just gave the introduction because something was written over here. That's what I just want to tell you. Okay. So this is the thing here. Oh, now let's go. So next. Here actually many before Panini there were many others people were also there who were the scholar of Vyakaran. Okay, so Indram Chandram Kas Krishnam Kaumaram Sakatayanam Saraswatam Chapishlam Shakalam Paniniyakam. So before Panini, there were nine more acharyas was available for a grammar. So
Where
that's
are you
what this
reading?
shloka
Over
is.
here?
The next page you come. Next page,
Page
see
8.
Indram Chandram Kas Krishnam Kaumaram Sakatayanam. Can't you see that?
6 page. What page?
Page 6, right?
But I didn't see Indram.
Indram Chandram. Come down. Here. Right. Can you see now? Indram Chandram.
No, it's Indram.
Indram. You got it, na?
Yeah.
Aindram. This is Aindram.
Indram. Yeah.
Not Indram. Aindram.
Indram. Yeah.
Aindram Chandram Kas Krishnam Kaumaram Sakatayanam Saraswatam Chapishlam Shakalam Pandiyakam. So they are mentioning these names that they all were available, and they also Acharya Vyakaran. But actually nowadays only Panini Vyakaran is available, and only Panini Vyakaran is
So how
famous.
many names are here, Guruji?
9.
9?
Hmm?
Adam, Chandam.
You count. Try to
1,
count.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Totals are 9. No? Total are 9.
These were nine acharyas?
9 Acharya. But nowadays only Panini Vyakaran is famous.
9 acharyas.
Okay.
So these acharyas wrote.
They also wrote Vyakaran.
They wrote, but they didn't.
Somewhere I found the book for these Acharya also somewhere, but mostly it is not available.
It didn't last.
No.
It didn't last.
Now only Panini Vyakaran is famous.
Yes.
Okay. And here I explained about Munitrayam yesterday. There are 3 Munis. I told you that one is Panini,
One is
who created the
Patanjali,
Sutra,
and one is
second one is Varruchi, who created the Vartik, and third one is Patanjali, who created the Bhashya, Mahabhashya.
So where are they three? Where is it here?
This one Vakyakaram Varruchim.
Huh.
So this shloka is for all 3, na? This is the Mangalacharan we do, na? Because these 3 Munis are now we are studying, and so we should do Mangalacharan for all these.
The word is charam or charanam?
Which one?
The word charanam or charam? Mangala charam.
Mangalacharan only.
Mangala aksharam. Or
I just write actually. No, don't worry.
I want to write it the correct
Don't
way.
worry. I just write. Mangala Charan.
Mangala Charanam. Mangala Charanam. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
It's okay. So here actually, and in next page they are explaining this. I already told you that Yena Aksar Samamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Krishanam Vyakaranam Proktam Tashmai Panini Nama. So
This is a Mangala Charanam too.
this is also Mangalacharan. My salutations to Panini, by whom the whole Vyakaran, the Sanskrit grammar, was taught after receiving Maheshwar Sutras from Lord Shiva. This is the and there are many stories about the birthplace of Panini, but few of them mention strongly that he was born in a village called Shalatur.
Okay.
It is right. It is in Pakistan. Earlier, India and Pakistan was the same country. So this place is in near to Lahore, known as Lahore actually. Basically,
Okay.
Lahore is Salatur only. Lahore is nothing but the Salatur. So that's what some people mentioned the name Shalatur, the place for Panini. And as far as the years they mentioned, actually they mentioned 500 BCE for Panini. A lot of people did research, they say something, someone says something, but very authentic, or many people are like agree with this 500 BCE for this Panini's birth time. So that's the thing actually. So here it is mentioned. So let's go with the Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi now. So this is the basic introduction we have seen over here. So now what exactly is we are going to read the sutra. So here we should know at least what is the sutra. Okay, we are going to study sutra, so at least we should know what is the sutra, the definition of sutra. Because what we will be going to do, sutra only. So there is a sloka about sutra. and you should memorize this one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
There are many things in Vyakaran. Actually, Vyakaran, when we are studying Vyakaran, we have to memorize a lot of things. Actually, we should remember.
Uktano, is that one Uktano?
This is Vartik one, not that one. First, we'll talk about the Sutra. Later, we'll talk about Uttaruktanam also. So, I am writing, which is also with you, but I am again writing about the Sutra. Alpaksharam.
Oh, I find it. Alpakshara. It's over here.
Sandigdam. Sandhi, no, that is, yeah, Sandhi, yeah, it is Sandhi. Sandigdam. Alpa aksaram sandigdam saravad vishvato mukham. Alpa akshar sandigdam saravad vishvato mukham. You can chant like this. You should enjoy Sanskrit now, okay?
Yeah.
Sarvat. Here you have come to enjoy Indian culture and all the things.
Yes, Guruji.
This is the first line, okay? Yesterday you did some mistake. Oh, you are finding it from there only? That's not a problem. I'm just writing so that the online, if you see it later, that's what I'm recording this video. Because you can see this one is on somewhere on Facebook. अस्तोभम अन्वद्यम अस्तोभम अन्वद्यम अस्तोभम अन्वद्यम च सूत्रम सूत्रविदो विदुः सूत्रम या कम आइए पधारिए. Oh yeah, it's not open. Can you open it? Wait. Can you open it?
I didn't know that I locked.
Astobham.
Oh, Guruji, you went out and locked it.
No, because too much there na. Right. Astobham anvadyam. क्या आज? अरे नहीं महाराज, लेके आए आप? हाँ? No, हो जाएगा. एक मिनट.
ऑनलाइन पे
नहीं कोई बात नहीं हो जाएगा. किस में लाए आप? एक मिनट. किस में लाए आप?
इसमें ना
इसकी तो जरूरत ही नहीं थी महाराज यार.
कोई बात नहीं भैया, इसमें ना दोनों के लिए है, मेरे लिए आधा ले लो.
और कुछ तो नहीं है ना?
है, रोटी है, चावल है.
भोजन तो हो जाता है महाराज.
नहीं
आपकी भी तो होना चाहिए. आराम से गिरना. आइए अब देखिए. 2 बजे आ रहे हैं ना?
जी जी ठीक।
So here astobham anvadyam cha astobham anvadyam cha sutram sutravido viduh. Don't worry, that is nothing, that is the food actually. You can enjoy that food also. The brahmachari came to clear the food. He was thinking that might be our Maharaj or Guruji who is busy. So, so he
That's
just
okay,
delivered the
Guruji.
food, okay?
That's fine.
Astobham anvadyam cha sutram sutravido vidu. What exactly is the meaning for this? Okay, let's focus on the meaning of this. What is the meaning for this one? Let's focus on this.
Yes.
Actually, see, Alpaksharam. Alpaksharam means that we see the whole sutra na. In sutra actually very few letters are there actually. In any sutra very few letters are there. So that's what they called Alpakshara. Very few letters are there. And even letters are less, but still we can't say that these letters are not telling us something about the sutra. These letters are meaningful, totally meaningful. They are not meaningless. That is called the Asandigdam. Alpaksharam Asandigdam. Next is Sarvad. Sarvad means they have a significant meaning. There could be some other meaning also, but meaning should be significant, which can be useful for us. Okay, and then it's Viswatomukham. Viswatomukham means it has a multiple applicability. When you will learn the sutra, the whole sutra will provide you multiple applicability. Means you can applicable these all, you can implement these all sutra with like here you are doing some sandhi for these particular of cases, and there you will doing the sandhi for those particular of cases, and the sutra will work. So it is not a single phases, it has a multiple applicability. That's why multiple phases are there. It works on all sides. Vishwata means on all sides. Mukham means facings. Yashyatat Vishwato Mukham Sutram. Applicability of the sutra should be universal in many different occasions. And Astobham means that which does not have exclamation or filler. Sometimes okay, when you talk to somebody, what people generally do? Yeah, right, Guruji, right. Oh, yes. These are the things actually fillers only. You see the fillers. There is no actually. What does it mean for actually? So in sutra, it doesn't happen actually. Sutra are Astobham means without any exclamation or without any filler. Fine, that is called Astobham. Anavadyam means they don't have any defect actually. In this sutra you will not find any defect. They are totally refined actually. Totally refined. Not a single defect you can find. Even not a single comma, even not a single semicolon, even not a single dot you will find unnecessarily or without any meaning. That's what the beauty of the Panini Vyakarana. You understood? You got all the points?
Yeah.
How many points are there? For the shloka, Alpaksharam. Second is Asandigdam. You are thinking that why Guruji has the more energy? Guruji are speaking too loud now, huh? Because I got the food. Now I am free. I don't need to think about the food. Now I got the food. So I have not although taken the food, but I have just seen the food, that the food is available for me. So the energy is going. Okay. So here you can see Alpaksharam, and second one is Asandigdam, third one is Sarvad, fourth one is Viswatomukham, fifth one is Astobham, sixth one is Anvadyam. Okay, that's the thing about this sutra. So you can write down this also. I think you have already written. And sutra, and then it will come that how many types of sutras are there. This is the definition for sutra.
This
Okay,
this
definition for sutra.
This mantra here, aksha.
This is not the mantra, this is the sloka, and this sloka is the definition for sutra. So you should memorize this one. Don't think that Guruji is giving me a lot of assignments of memorizing. This Vyakaran is like that only. Slowly you do. I am not forcing that you should remember everything and you should memorize everything. But slowly you should work out on that. On these all slokas and sutras. So this is the meaning for this actually. Or shall we proceed or we
Yes,
can?
yes,
Huh?
yes.
Shall we proceed also? Go further. It's 11:32.
If you have time, if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more thing. So this is the definition for sutra. Fine. This is the definition for sutra. So how many types of sutras are available in Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi or in Ashtadhyayi? That I am mentioning now. For that also there is a sloka. There are 6 types of sutra in Ashtadhyayi. 6 type of sloka in Ashtadhyayi. For that also there is a sloka. You just note down or it is in your book. Sangya cha paribhasha cha
Sangyacha.
संज्ञा च परिभाषा च विधिर्नियम एव च संज्ञा च परिभाषा च विधिर्नियम एव च अतिदेशो अधिकारश्च
Sangyacha. Paribhasha. Guruji?
या
I'm reading as
संज्ञा च परिभाषा या you are reading right.
Because that's going to develop my
No, that's not a problem. You should,
Paribhasha cha.
yeah, you should practice. Or you can ask.
Sangya cha paribhasha cha. Vidhini niryam. Vidhi niryam? That's right. Vidhi nir. Yam. Ewa. Evacha, na?
Sarvidam sutam lakshanam.
Evacha. Ati desho adhi, right?
Yeah, it means there are 6 kind of sutras available. Sanja, Paribhasha, Vidhi, Niyam, Atidesh, Adhikar.
Ka.
One,
It's
two,
kara.
three, 4,
Swa.
5, 6.
Say that word. That one you point.
Adhikarascha.
Adhikaras.
There are 6 kind. One
Ka.
is written there Sangya Sutra. Second one is Paribhasha Sutra. Type of sutras, okay? These are type of sutras. Type of sutras. Third one is Vidhi. Fourth one is Niyam. Fifth one is Atidesh. Sixth one is Adhikar. These are the 6 kind of sutras.
Sutra, Laksha, pronounce that word.
Which one?
Sutra, Laksh.
Okay. Sutra Lakshanam.
No, yeah, I wanted to know if
Yeah.
that's
Sutra Lakshanam. Sutra Lakshanam.
Uh-huh. And there are 6 kinds of sutra.
Yeah.
6 types.
Yeah. 6 types.
Sandhya. Oh, these are the one.
The same actually we have mentioned in the shloka, and this is what we have just written from the shloka. 6 types.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 types.
4 is me. And 5 is 5 and 6. 6 is Adhi.
Adhikar. This one, na?
Huh?
If you want to write there only,
No,
this
I
is
got it.
1, this is 2,
I
this
got
is
it. I got
3,
it. I'll write
this
it back
is
when I go
4,
home.
this is 5, and this is 6. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Virgie, we're supposed to stop at 12 o'clock. Remember? You said you
Do you know what time you came?
again 10, quarter to 11.
You came 10:30. Okay.